almost like starting lineups. Hey.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Good, man. How Coach Sharp talked about Keegan entering the starting lineup. What do you think that will provide your team this begin games?
I think it'll be great. I think the way he's playing right now, his ability to space the floor, create shots, kind of help us with start off games the right way. I think he'll be good.
Has he exceeded any of your expectations at any point since he's been here?
I think mostly just his poise. I think everything that he's done from a basketball standpoint, I think you can see it. Like you get in the gym with him, it's easy to kind of see, how he transition. But I think just his poise in terms of his game, but just how he's just handling the attention. I think he's doing great.
Mike talked about how you're kind of adjusting to this new system and trying to figure out your place in that. Can you talk a little bit about that adjustment and just how you feel like that's going for you and what you're trying to pick up?
Well, a little slow since we're 0-3, but at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing that we're trying to do is figure out ways that we can help this team win. And that's trying to help us be consistent 48 minutes. And whether the scoring is up and down or the minutes or things like that, I think we're all willing to sacrifice. It's just a matter of putting it all together. And I think once we get that first win, I think things relax a little bit, and everyone can kind of take a breath. But right now it's obviously tense because we have aspirations as a group, and right now we feel like we're not playing for our potential.
How different is what you're being asked to do? You're a guy with like 750 games in this league, and coming off two strong seasons, scoring wise, shooting wise. What's changed? What's different?
I mean, I think we're all trying to achieve the same thing. I think that's the biggest thing. And like I said, there's going to be sacrifice that's there, but the biggest thing is knowing and trusting in the system, and trusting that things are going to play out. Like I said, our focus right now is getting that first one. Right now it's so easy to look at 3 games and try to say, okay, where do we rank? And defensively in this category or that category, and we can go down tons of rabbit holes on that. But like I said, our biggest focus right now as a collective is winning the first game, and individually for me, that's where it lies.
Harrison, you talk about sacrificing. I mean, you're a guy who averaged almost 5 threes a game last year. Through 3 games, you've only taken 5. Like, what is it that's happening? Where just really the reduction in opportunities, or is it just not being aggressive enough? How do you sort of self-assess what's happening?
Well, I mean, I think we're getting quality shots, for the most part, in our starting group. So I think that's part of it. But I think the ball will find it, at some point. I think that's the biggest thing, right? Kind of go out and force shots. It's not something I think that's productive for the group. So I think it's, like I said, more so a matter of, just playing within the system, allowing the game to come to you. And like I said, I'm confident that over the course of the long run, we'll be just fine.
Do you guys think you kind of recognize some of the bad habits that can be reverted back to from previous seasons when things aren't going right? Do you think you do a good job, not necessarily you, but as a team, recognizing those moments in the moment?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely feel, when the game is kind of getting out of control. We're not executing the way we want to. They've scored a few times, we take a few bad shots, quick shots, and then we don't get back in transition. So I think we saw that last game, obviously, Golden State, with their transition threes and things like that. Coming into tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of the same thing, right? Not loaded the job, not getting it back located against the lane, bigs running down the lane. So for us, I think that's where it's going to start, because we'll have stretches where we'll be fine, we'll be executing, things will be great, and at that point it's easy to have that energy, but things get a little stagnant. I think as a group we have to do a better job just communicating to each other.
Coach Brown said he's not worried about you. You're going to come around. Your play is going to come up. What's those discussions been like with him? In these first 3 games, trying to get you off to better starts.
Well, I think ever since Coach got the job, he's had an open door policy. So I mean, we talk. Not every day, every other day. It's about a variety of things. So, like I said, my confidence in what we're running, what we're doing, and our coaching staff, and my teammates. I have the utmost trust. I think that, like I said, long term it'll play out. Right now, obviously, it hasn't been. We're 0-3, but I'm confident.
You've been an 80% free throw shooter in your career, and obviously it's not going well right now. What are you seeing at the free throw line right now? Like, are you noticing something different?
It's not going in. I mean, that's part of it, but it's not something I overthink. If I'm asking to shoot tech, I'm up there with the confidence that's 90% free throw shooter, or I'm a 50% free throw shooter. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't, whatever the percentage is, not going to change.
What was the best and worst Halloween costume?
Best and worst. Kevin had a good one. Coach had a good one. He was probably the character. Mine was a little lackluster. You know, it was a Party City didn't get the credit card swipes to kind of throw something together and throw some shades on and go as Stevie Wonder. So it wasn't my best show.
No, it's admirable though.
Hey,
Mike has his all-in like mentality. You feel that? You feel the buy-in from this team right now is 100%.
For sure. I mean, I think everyone right now is aligned and trying to do something that hasn't been done here in a while. And I think with the new staff, with new guys here, there's a motivation to kind of get from underneath, the cloud that has been around us, whether it's how the games are officiated or whether it's win loss record, whatever it may be. So I think guys are motivated to change that story, change that narrative, and get back to winning games.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Help stay accountable on the costume.
I got you.
You were Stevie Wonder.